So in my childhood, as I was growing up, I never had much freedom, and that's probably because my dad was raised in a bad area, Juarez, Mexico, to be exact, and that's like notorious to be like the capital of like the drug cartel and human trafficking. So he never really let me outside, and it was always an issue to him, and it was always very personal for him, like, no. And as I got older into like high school, it got more severe, and it was like, no, you can't leave the house without me like watching your every move. So it was kind of like ridiculous, and I kind of, growing up, I wanted to be rebellious. I wanted to be like, I want to do all these bad things, and I really never, like, I wasn't gonna like go do drugs, but I was like, I want to like do something bad. And I never really got this chance of like freedom until last September. I went to I planned a date with one of my best friends, and we were going to go to the movies, and it had to be perfect. Everything had to go perfectly fine. It was like a guy taking a girl out to a first date, and he's trying to get that kiss at the end, that like, I'm gonna get this kiss. And I was trying to get the same feeling, but I didn't want the kiss, because we were both girls and we were just best friends. And it had to be official, like FBO, best friend official. So me and my friend Kelly were like, we're gonna go see a movie together. We had to hang out outside school, because you're not real friends until you hang out outside school. So we planned this perfect day, and it was gonna be amazing. We're gonna go to Alamo Draft House, watch this amazing movie, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's gonna be perfect. Well, the first issue is my coworker told me, you can't go to Alamo Draft House unless you're 18. Neither of us were 18. We were children, at heart and physically. So I was like, crap. And so I had to like figure out what to do. So I had to drive all the way to Alamo Draft House, which is downtown. Never driven downtown before. Don't like it, not a fan. Because I had people yelling at me, like throwing down the window and giving me the bird. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm a child. And I just started crying because it was overwhelming. So I finally got the tickets refunded. I went home, changed out of my work uniform because I wasn't going to wear my work uniform to a date. That's lame. So I changed, and the first reaction I get, my dad's like, where are you going? I turn around, and that's the moment I realized, oh crap, I forgot to ask my dad for permission. And the rule is, I ask my mom for permission, go ask your dad, okay? And it's usually no. So I was like, try to play it cool. You told me I could go to the movies with Kelly. Like, remember I asked you yesterday? She's like, I guess, okay, whatever. Like, just don't get killed, don't hurt my car, and be back in a reasonable time. I was like, sweet. So I get in the car, I meet Kelly at Sonic, she gets in the car, we're all like, we're excited, we're driving, it's raining, she's giving me directions, I'm bad at taking them, apparently she's bad at giving, so it was terrible. So we finally got there, and we just had all this excitement in our like bodies. We were like, yes! We were just like these children, like with all this like responsibility over us. Like we could do whatever we want. Like we could kill somebody, but never gonna kill anybody. So we were like, okay, so we get our popcorn. We're like, we're getting our snacks because we were a few minutes early. Like why not? We go to the stand. This guy is serving us, and he's like, he's the one reason why probably everyone hates customer service, because his voice is, hello, what would you like today? And this like killed my buzz because I'm trying to have a good time with my best friend. Like you were ruining my date. And so I was just like trying to make him smile. We were laughing, giggling. His expression never changes. And I was just like, okay. So the last question he asks is, would you like butter on your popcorn? And it like his face never changes, his tone never changes, and I'm like, yes, butter me up. And that was my last attempt to make him like smile, which it failed, and I was just like, I'm not even gonna deal with you. Like, come on, just give me a smile, make me happy. Or like, I'm trying to make you happy, enjoy your life. And so I was just like, I give up. So we went to go watch a movie, and the movie's great. It's based off a book that I love, and personally, I kind of wish my life was like, except not the sad parts. Or maybe, I don't know. But, and throughout the movie, I'm just watching it, and I've already read the book, so I know the ending, I know everything about it. I've already cried during it, reading it, and I don't cry about the same thing twice. I turn, my best friend's crying, her eyes out, and I'm just like, oh my god, I am the worst best friend ever. She's never gonna want to go out with me ever again. This is a bad date. Like, in a real date, if your girlfriend's crying, or your girl's crying, that's bad. That's usually bad. Like, you're not going to get a second date. So I was freaking out. my god, I'm the worst best friend ever. She's gonna hate me, she's gonna kill me. So after the date, we're like, okay, we decide the night's not young, or still young, so we need to go. So we go to HEB, because that's where all the cool kids go. Like, you're 17, 16, we're gonna go to HEB. So we go run around, act like children we are, doing ridiculous things, unimaginable. Kind of ditched her a couple of times, and it was just great. And I take her back to Sonic where she meets her grandma. And on the way home, I had this like feeling, I'm an adult. I am the biggest person here. I am 17 years old, and I did all this adult stuff. And so I come home, it's like 11:45, and my dad's face is like, where have you been? And he's just mad. And I'm just like, I was at the movies, duh, like, you already knew this. And he was like, it is 11:45, movie ended 2 hours ago. Like, don't say I'm stupid, don't say I'm stupid. Like, Dad, I'm an adult. And his face was like, what? Like, you are not an adult. Like, what makes you think that you were 17 years old? And I was just like, I'm an adult, I did adult things. And I just had this mindset. And he was just like, no, okay, you're an adult. Okay, you want to be an adult? Well, you know what? When you turn 18, you can go live on your own, wherever you want to live. And I was just like, what? Like, I don't know. I was just like, I know. Like, I'm not, like, no. And I just started crying, and I was like, no. And that moment, like, reality struck me. Because this went on for a couple of months. It was like, you're living on your own. And eventually we forgave each other, and we're like, having mutual friendship, Dad. Like, let's be buddies again. But that moment, I was like, this is reality. Like, you need to be, I had all this responsibility. I had a curfew. I was 17 years old. Like, technically, I wasn't an adult, but at that moment, I felt like I had all this pressure on me. And that was the moment, like, I was like, oh my God, this is your life. Thank you.